What's happening, people? It's your boy Big Augs, and welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Last night we saw Newcastle United held to a 1-1 draw against Everton at home in the Premier League. Another inconsistent result. At the minute, it looks like we're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. After Saturday's result against West Ham, the 4-3 crazy comeback. I said in my last video as well that hopefully we can get 6 points from these 2 home games, and that will put us in a good position to qualify for 7th place, which is one of the European places, and hopefully 5th place gets the Champions League spots, and then that means that 7th spot goes to Europa qualifying. So sort of what Brighton got last season when they finished 6th. So these 2 games for me was an opportunity to do that, and we had a hard fought game against West Ham, and coming into the game against Everton, there was some optimism. Can we get 2 wins on the spin with this difficult sort of squad that we have in terms of injuries? We saw a lot of players pull up against Everton. So, against West Ham. So Everton was an opportunity to do that, and yeah, man, it's just unfortunate, man. This is the story of our season, literally. Like, you think you're moving forward, and then something happens, and then it's just not what you thought it was going to be like. So, for me personally, I just think, what was DUMMETT doing? But I'll get onto that anyways. But I'll get onto that. But what was he doing? And there's a reason why he's only played 2 games in like 2 years for us in Premier League. So, but we started off well, man. The game was always going to be how it went. Everton aren't a side that's going to dominate the ball. We have to get on the ball and dominate the ball and move the ball, faster, and different directions and counter attack them. Their threat mainly came from set pieces, but early on we had a chance. I think Isak was through and goal, and then I think it was Tarkowski tackled him, and then the ball fell to Harvey Barnes, and Harvey Barnes should have done better there. Pickford, who had a good game, made the save, and for me that is an opportunity to go 1 up early on. But that wasn't to be, and we kept pushing, we kept posing or asking questions, and then we get the goal in the first half. Kiliman Isak is doing what he does best, man. This guy is time and time again is proving that he's a top striker. When he's fit, on his day he's a top striker, and even when during the season where he's played with injuries, he still looked good. And now that he's getting a good run in the side, because we have no other backup strikers, and he's sort of the guy that we're relying on. He's doing the numbers for us. Scoring now his 19th goal of the season. I think he's 13th in the league. So Kiliman Isak, with the lovely goal, Harvey Barnes put him through, and he just dribbled past, dazzled Everton defence. He's got a habit of dazzling the Everton defenders, and he just slotted it back in the back of the net. And for me, it's like those sort of goals, goals where strikers make their own goals. You hardly see that these days. A lot of goals now are coming from strikers getting the ball fed to them, or poaching, or just being in and around the box and not making special goals like Henry used to do back in the days, like Wayne Rooney used to do, or Van Nistelrooy used to do. And for me, Isak is probably one of the few strikers that can do that in the Premier League. Just the way he just glides past players with his feet, man, is unbelievable. And the finish, the composure to just slot in the back of the net, it's unbelievable. And 1-0, you're thinking, this takes off the pressure off us, and it means Everton now would have to come out, and there'll be a bit more spaces. And to be fair, it was a game that we dominated, up until probably second half, where Everton started to grow in the game. Because in any game, the longer it's 1-0, that's gonna add and build more pressure onto you. So it stayed 1-0 for a long time. They had some warnings. Everton had a chance of hit a shot off the post. Garner, just before that, Dan Burns' goal was ruled out for offside. Fine margins again. Isak was offside, and then just after that, after Garner's chance, Isak, Harvey Barnes, good work down the left hand side, cut the ball back for Isak in the second half, and Isak, beat Pickford, but it just didn't beat the last man and got cleared off the line. So we should have put the game to bed before the whole DUMMETT incident. You know, we had enough chances. I think we had 18 shots on goal at home. For me, we should be scoring 2 at least. You know, we had enough attempts at goal, and on the day we weren't clinical enough. But at the same time, we're 1-0 up. That's the situation. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't do nothing that's going to cost the team anything. Don't make any mistakes, because the pressure on Eddie Howe and these boys, you know, and the pressure in every Premier League game, every point is sacred. Every 3 points is sacred. So, you know, if you're coming off the bench and you're coming into the game, you know, you need to be switched on. You need to be focused, and you need to understand the pace of the game. And Paul Dummett, man, it's like, because obviously when he was playing for us back in the days under Steve Bruce and all these other guys, VAR wasn't really a thing much back then. Um, and then he's taken that. He's come on now, a floated ball into the box where Ashley Young was getting nowhere near. He was nowhere near it. And even if he's getting near it, he's the shortest guy on the pitch. Why are you dragging him down? What are you doing? And I just couldn't believe it. Like, when it happened, I thought this is a joke. You know, as in, is it really happening? And it was. It really happened. The referee took his time, looked at it, VR looked at it, and they gave the penalty, rightly so. When I first saw it at first sight, I said, no, this is a penalty. I was surprised that the line didn't flag, or the referee didn't see it. He's grabbed him with 2 arms. He's made no attempt to even look at the ball. He just grabbed him and he just wrestled him down on the floor in your own box. 1-0 up in the 85th minute. Criminal, man. And I know that they say support your players, man, and obviously support him, but at the end of the day, that you've got to call out the bullshit. That was bullshit. Like, there's no need to do that and cost us the 3 points. And now, you know, what could have been 2 wins in a row that we needed, because, you know, games are coming, you know, fast now, because, you know, we've got like probably another 7 weeks left of the season, but then there's 9 or 10 games to go still. So that win yesterday would have been great for us, but we managed to do that. And again, another inconsistent result, man. We just don't know what result we're going to get, but what you do know from that, what we're going to get from the boys is fight, determination, spirit, energy, passion, especially at home. And we saw those things today. We're just let down by a sloppy performance, man. So I don't understand, you know. And from time Dummett is playing, it just shows you, you know, how bad our injuries are. You know, especially in defence now, it's bad. You know, we've got so many guys missing. Livermento, Trippier, Lascelles, Botman, Lewis Hall came off as well. Hopefully, it's not too serious. You know, from time Paul Dummett gets on the pitch, you know, when last season, when we had Botman and Shaw fit throughout the season, we didn't see Dummett feature at all. You know, these players don't feature in the side, but because of where we are in terms of injuries and the way the season's gone, you know, guys like Dummett play, and then they're not up to speed, and they make these sort of mistakes, which cost us the game. So, a lot to think about. And if I'm Isak, I'll be pissed off because I've scored a worldie and I've been robbed off a winner off my own sort of teammate's mistake. So that's football, man. That's football, and that's why it's a team game. So the boys need to get behind Dummett, but yeah, I don't want to see him ever again in a Newcastle shirt, to be fair to you, because even when he was on the ball, like, he just wasn't looking to go forward. I feel like he was so nervous, and the fans could feel it as well, rushing him to go forward. He's just going backwards, just going sideways. That's a player for me that's not ready to compete at this level. But injuries, so it means he's got to play. So that's just what it is. But so we held to a 1-1 draw. We get the point, but, you know, still not within the top 7 yet. But I do believe come the end of the season, that's where we finish in the league, 7 places above West Ham. So that's my prediction, man. So unfortunately, we end this sort of period with a draw, and hopefully we can look forward to the next games. I think we've got a decent run of fixtures in the league. So we've got a lot of sides in the bottom half of the table. So the opportunities to pick up points there. So yeah, thank you for watching, man. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game. who was your man in the match? For me, it's going to be either Harvey Barnes or Isak. Isak for me gets it because of his beautiful goal, and he could have got the winner. So for me, man of the match was Isak, and yeah, we look forward to the next video. So pleasure. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Big Uggs. Make sure to comment, to like, and to subscribe. And see you in the next video. I'm out.